2, 1. We live?
Can y'all hear us, chat?
I can hear you now.
I can definitely hear you. I'm not sure if chat can hear us now. I hope so. Okay, I'm here. We are live. Ready to go.
All right, cool. Is the floor mine?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Hi, everybody. I am Okapi, she, her, or Olivia if you prefer, because it's the first thing that shows up on my Twitter handle. And this is beatmania 2DX Infinitas. And there is a lot of stuff to go over in a relatively short period of time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm going to let my couch introduce themselves.
Cool.
Hey, I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say you go ahead, take the lead.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Sariana. You can call me Ari if you want. I play a lot of rhythm games, including Beatmania 2DX, and I share really fire memes on Twitter.
Right. What's going on, Phase? He, him. Also play a lot of Beatmania 2DX. Been playing for a total of pushing 19 years now. So it's already a real big pleasure to be on the sofa with Ari and to have Olivia ask me to be on with some commentary. So already kicking it off right off the back. So the first thing I'd like to bring up is the fact that this whole entire set list of songs is known as a set list that's going to be filled with a bunch of sour please, bangers, hype tracks. So if anything, everybody get hyped up in chat. Let's keep raising donations for a great cause.
Yep, we want to see Sour Please, Cat Jam, whatever you got.
And a really excellent choice to start off the Sour Please vlog. This is Love Can Save You by the incomparable Hideki Naganuma, also known as Twitter's Funky Uncle. If you like Jet Set Radio, this is the guy who made the music.
This song is such a banger, and exactly, Ari, honestly, like, this is such a great way to open up a awesome song list to showcase this wonderful game. So, I already seen in chat a couple of individuals, you know, kind of seeing what's happening on screen and kind of seeming overwhelmed. So, Beatmania 2DX is actually a game that's been around since 1999. There's currently 29 arcade releases of this game. There were consumer versions, or still are consumer versions, that we were able to play at home on PS2. Ended at 16. This is actually Konami's consumer-grade version of the game that you can run on your PC now, which is very, very awesome. I think into the next song we'll get over. I'll talk about a little bit of the mechanics and what you're seeing.
So close to saving the girl. Oh well.
Such a great play, though.
I will take it for a first song. Marathon Nerves and
Absolutely.
all that jazz.
This song's so good.
I think something really fun about that BGA too. BGA is what we call those videos that play, by the way, background animation. 2DX actually has this really cool feature where it's kind of adaptive in some songs based on how you're doing. So, like, if you miss a couple of notes, for example, it might actually show you a special screen in the background animation that says that you missed the note. So it can lead to some really fun stuff. And I think that one's actually score dependent. Like, I think if you get a AAA, you save her from the guy.
Yeah, if you're AAA pace at the last measure, you save the girl. And if not, the evil furry gets her. And that's the BGA. We have no qualms against furries here. Anyways, this is Midnight Lady.
Wonderful song from version of Beatmania 2DX called Cannonballers, which is the 25th version of the game. Real quick, while we're getting into the song, I just want to explain a couple of the mechanics. So as you all are noticing, the notes are scrolling down the screen. Olivia's hitting buttons and rubbing the turntable to the notes that are coming down the screen, right? Beatmania 2DX can be played in two different ways, single play and doubles. Currently, Olivia's playing single play, which consists of 7 keys and a turntable. Doubles is 14 keys, so basically 2 sides and 2 turntables. Another quick thing, difficulty in this game. There's 3 base name difficulties. You have normal, hyper, and another, and they span from numerical difficulty levels from 1 to 12. So as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, it says another level 9. That is the highest rated difficulty chart for this song. And it's just an absolutely amazing song in its own. A lot of people in the community love it. And shout out to my significant other in chat, Sparkover. This is always a big banger.
And Dirty Androids does a lot of like cool throwback, like disco sounding stuff. 2DX is really good about having a lot of very different musical styles. Occasionally, to some people chagrin, like my significant other likes all of the swing songs in the game. I can't stand swing music.
Yeah, timing in this game.
Oh, go ahead,
Ari, sorry. No, I was gonna say, you just brought up a point like swing. It's all about the timing,
Absolutely. Those are some of the hardest songs to time, and something interesting about 2DX as well is compared to a lot of other rhythm games, these timing windows are tight. So you'll notice that as Olivia's playing, there's 2 different colors of grapes that are showing. There's the orange, and then there's that like flashing blue. Those are actually 2 different scoring indicators. The orange one is like slightly less good, and the blue one is like absolutely perfect. And we're talking like milliseconds. I don't remember all the exact numbers, but it's tiny.
Yeah, it's a plus-minus 2-frame window for the flashing grape, the just grape, the perfect grape, whatever you want to call it. But keep in mind, this is a 120 hertz game, so it's effectively a 1-frame window to either side of the note.
So just 1 second, and I'm hearing that the game audio is a little quiet on stream. If we could get that boosted, that would be great.
I'm going to have to reboot the game for that, but I can make that happen. Yeah, unfortunately, none of Konami's rhythm games are terribly fond of being tabbed out of. That is just, unfortunately, the nature of the game. We're not really sure why that is. But this should be a fast reboot. So,
sorts of fun little quirks depending on the game, but
yeah.
They're really good for accessibility. Like, Dot was talking before about how there's like 29 versions of the game, and they had like, periods where you could only access them at home if you had the PS2 version and that controller. Something really great about Infinitas is that it actually makes these games playable at home to a lot of people who didn't have the opportunity to do so beforehand. So from like our vantage point, where we really want to see new players get into these games, Infinitas is kind of a godsend because it introduces accessibility to these games in a way that nothing really has before.
Yeah,
right.
This library covers like almost the entire span of the game. It's about to catch up to the 26th version of the arcade release Fruitage here, and Bistro, the 28th version, is what we currently have in arcades. Substream was kind of a half version, so we don't really count it for the numbering system. So we're almost at version parity. We're not going to get all the way there because Konami still wants people to go to the arcade, but like we're close. Like I would say, probably 70% of the game is here.
Right, and which is honestly a great segue too. So while we're talking about the Infinitas being a consumer version of Beatmania that we can play at home, now I do want to add in, it is actually subscription based, so you do have to subscribe to the game monthly to play. Not only that, but accessing 2DX for years in the States has been very, very tough. We're finally getting arcades known as Round 1 scattered throughout the United States, which actually hold or house cabinets for Beatmania 2DX, some of the older style cabinets and the newer gen cabinets. The nearest one to me is 3 hours away, so I choose to play Infinitas at home because it's easily accessible now at home.
Yeah.
Own 2 controllers, play, doubles, singles, whatever, my heart content is. Oh, what a banger song as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this was an audible that I called. Yeah, this was a last minute edition. Good song.
Definitely missing round one during the pandemic times. Round one is a pretty awesome place for all sorts of rhythm game cabinets.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm resetting because I don't want to miss the first notes. That's just goofy.
So this is a fantastic song from the version of Beatmania 2DX known as the Train version, 23rd version of the game called Copula. Copula had a very interesting default song list. It was a very big zoomy version. A lot of songs had high BPMs and whatnot. This is one that kind of fit in the paces. MK makes bangers all the time. A lot of EDM, just really chunky kicks, chunky chords, good bass line. It's a very uplifting song. This is always something that I frequent myself in see playing. Interesting thing about this chart, though, is as you can see, you're watching Olivia hit a lot of interesting chords while managing 3 to 4 note chords with scratch, which is very interesting for a level 10. So difficulty in this game is just kind of scattered all over the place.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different techniques. You can actually kind of classify different types of cards based on a lot of the techniques, but like you'll have scratch heavier cards, you'll have chord heavier cards, you'll have cards that just throw a barrage of notes on you all at once. Now, to the untrained eye, all of this seems like a barrage of notes being thrown at you, but there's definitely some parts where it's like, it's just a wall, and that in and of itself is a play style you just have to learn and adapt to.
Olivia handling this chart very, very well right now, honestly. This is not an easy 10 by all means. This is amazing. Let's get hype. Let's go.
Yes, in fact, doing the thing.
Right, absolutely doing the thing. So another quick thing I want to bring up as well. So everyone's seeing the 3 bar graphs going up as the song is going on. That's known as the pacemaker graphs, score graphs. The blue graph is Olivia's current score. Green is her personal best, and red is the pacemaker that you can set in game. So it's set to the letter grade of AA. Wonderful play, and you actually even out on the score. Consistency is the key. Let's go. That's amazing.
Same miscount too. Let's go.
That's amazing. That's even across the board. That's wild.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
Let's go.
Great job.
Yeah, do the thing.
Absolutely did it. Do the thing.
Yeah, don't mind me doing my missions as we go. That's
Right.
part of the unlock system for the game. It takes like half a second to set the next mission. And I want my bits. Because it takes a while to unlock everything in this game. Unfortunately, a lot of stuff is gated in this game. And that is the primary way of unlocking stuff.
There's like 2 methods of attaining songs in the game. You can use the bit system, which is like a currency that you earn through gameplay to do unlocks. And then there are also song packs that you can purchase. So when we talk about the games having music up to like a certain version, which is like Cannonballers right now, they actually have packs that are songs selected from those styles to bring forward. So like, you know, we all kind of collectively lost our minds when they just like randomly dropped Cinobuzz version 2 pack out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
That was a good night.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's always at like interesting times as well. And then not only that, we're getting these smaller packs called startup packs, and in some of these packs we're starting to see songs that, I mean, they're getting ported over to the arcade version now, but they were introduced first on Infinitas, which is actually really, really cool. But yes, this game requires a pretty good amount of, you know, grinding in currency to unlock different difficulties and songs. But, you know, I think the biggest thing when it comes to playing rhythm games is once you get into it, you know, if you want to really, you know, invest time, you got to invest in time. Consistency is the key. A lot of people have been playing these games, even at this skill level that you're seeing right now, they've been playing for years, you know. Absolutely fantastic song as well by Red Alice. This I think from Winkle, 19th version of the game.
Red Alice is just an absolute mainstay in this big core scene and lots of rhythm games. If you're familiar with like non-beatmania rhythm games like Archaea, you'll even see his stuff as well. He's all over the place, very prolific.
I really didn't want to speak so much about how you were playing them, but absolutely outstanding PB, absolutely outstanding raise. Brilliant job.
Yeah, we'll take that. Absolutely.
We take those. We take those.
Oh, what did I have next?
Minus.
Oh, yes.
The way you handled those staircases was just excellent. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's a good song. Gotta handle the staircases right. So, we were just talking about Cannonballers, the 25th version of the song. This song is, not only is it from Heroic Verse, the 27th version, it is arguably the favorite song from Heroic Verse in North America. And when this song came out in the first startup selection pack, we were all, like, just bomb-struck. And
honestly,
you're about to find out why. This song is great.
Oh,
honestly,
it slapped. And then they crossed it over to DDR, and we all kind of collectively lost our minds again.
Right, and also, for everybody who's watching as well, keep an eye on the background animation, the video on the right side of the screen. It's absolutely a wholesome video as well. Really, really uplifting stuff. Really, really cute and emotional.
Now, PD Mouse isn't, like, super prolific on the Monty games. As far as I know, this is his only song on there, but he's actually pretty popular in just the Japanese electronic music scene at all.
We get some Sour Pleases in chat. Sour Pleases, dance emotes, anything. Let's bring the hype. Let's keep raising these donations as well. We're all supporting, if you're viewing, capable of donating, whatever, we're all here supporting, you know, and raising funds towards and direct support for Transgender Law Center, so let's keep the hype going. Right,
I definitely have some donuts here if y'all have time for them.
Go for it.
Yeah, hit us.
Man, go ahead. Absolutely.
All right, well, Piner sent in $85, and they said, my donations to the rice balls during the runs. That was a blast. Thank you all for watching and sticking around. I also sent in my $85, saying, as promised, 17 onigiri dono. Get hype for bots and hype for hot dogs. And then some mysterious person named Sorry Anna. Does anybody know? Anyway.
No idea.
$15.73 with the comment, I like dubstep. And in fact, that dono did go towards the bid war that we have open for this very run you're watching at this moment. It went towards choosing the finale song and making it Night Sky, making it pull ahead. It is currently in the lead at $131.46. In second place is, I'm gonna have to pick up the paper every time, Shakunetsu Part 2 Long Train Running at $92.99. So there's still plenty of time to pick that finale song. Of course, our other two choices are Nothing But Theory and 405 NM Remix. So please, when you're getting your donations in for the Transgender Law Center, remember to check out those bid wars and donate towards the song you want to see played in the finale.
Yep. So the eagle eye among you might have noticed that I managed to double A and fail at the same time. This game will let you do that. There are a handful of songs that you can full combo and still fail. Like this game does not care. You can mash 4 at the end with EX hardbar, and it'll bottom you out. Like full combo, like EX hard clear, technically full combo, and you still get the fail limp.
Right.
That's like kind of an aggressively hard clear bar amongst rhythm games, in my opinion. Like you have to have 80% to clear.
Yep.
Right.
Shameless pandering to our audience here. Check the genre name. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Very nice.
Nice.
Nijito.
Also an absolute bomb.
Nijito. Yeah, it's from my favorite version of TDX. The 13th version, Distorted. Absolutely fantastic. DJ Yoshitaka. Such a great song. Super uplifting, too. This whole set list is hype.
A word on genres. So 2DX has this other really fun feature where all of the songs are tagged with a genre, and some of them are just great. Everybody has their favorite. My personal favorite is Fallen Apart Core. There's another one that's just essentially...
Yeah, 2DX across genres. That's, you know, when the song starts, as Olivia pointed out, lovely trance pop. That's the genre for this song. Keep an eye on that. There's a lot of songs in this set list that she will be playing that have interesting genre names as well. I think real quick, I want to explain the gauge mechanic as well, just kind of as we brought it up. So currently, Olivia's playing on, as you notice, that the groove gauge, the bar that's saying 100% right now that has that red zone, that is just the normal clear groove gauge, right? Starts at 22%. To pass the song, you have to pass it with either 80 or above. It has to be 80 or above, and max is 100. There's two other gauges I normally use, hard clear and then extra hard clear. Both of those gauges start at 100%, and when you miss notes, the gauge drops. You can build the gauge back up by getting peak rates and whatnot. But extra hard clear is much harder than hard clear gauge. I won't get into too much more of those details, but another fantastic PB. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, let's go!
That is your second PB of the marathon?
I mean, to be fair, I do play the arcade version as well, and unfortunately those scores don't have any crossover with this version. So not all of it is actually me raising scores, but hey, like, it's a better score here, and we can take that.
We take those. We take those. Let's go.
All right, so we talked.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we talked briefly about the difficulty earlier, like with the level and everything. The thing that trips a lot of people up about this game is that number is an exponential increase, and frankly, even people like Alex and I that have been playing the game for over 15 years, we have no idea what that number is supposed to mean aside from it's an exponential increase in difficulty. We've been playing 9s and 10s. This is considered an easy 11.
Right. Yeah, one of the mechanics that you will see based on the notes in the chart. So you're starting to see these notes that require Olivia to hold and let go at a specific time when the note ends. Those are called charge notes. There are multiple different variants of those notes as well that I think will be coming through the set, and we can bring those up when they pop up. But charge notes requires a whole different technique and skill level as well. New Sensation, though, song from the 17th version of the game, Serious. Very, very fast paced at a BPM of 200, zoomies, big zoomies.
This is actually kind of a riff on another character / artist in beatmania 2DX, Superstar Mitsuru. I guess this is the girl version.
So I'm also...
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead.
man. You go ahead.
Did you see the girl version?
Mitsuru is, yeah, what is her name? Ayama? She's like the girl idol version of Superstar Mitsuru. He's interesting. I don't know if we have any Superstar Mitsuru songs on the set list.
Nope.
But it's a good one to Google. Very amusing.
So going over a little bit of the chart dynamic of what Olivia's playing right now. So if you're noticing, first of all, 200 BPM, lots of two-note chords, a lot of scratch chords and things of that nature, but the strings and runs that are in the song, we just got through a very, very peak moment of the chart with the high notes per second, just constant scales, trills, all kinds of stuff. And this is a beginning. This is the easier 11, you know, what most people say.
Okay, that actually is a PB.
What a let's go! Another PB!
That's a real PB.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's get hype in chat. This is wild. Olivia, wonderful. Golly. Yo. That's like a PB right there.
Almost literally on fire at this point. Like,
right.
I think so.
Gosh.
Sporadic, do we have any more donations? This was the first scheduled donation break.
Yeah, well, I was actually going to ask y'all to talk a little bit about those songs that we have in the bid war that we have open for the finale, because I've talked about them a little bit, but maybe you could just talk about what each of them sounds like in case some of the people watching haven't heard them before, but are still interested in getting their donations in for that bid war.
Oh yeah, I'm actually going to play a song by each of those artists. So if you didn't have a dog in this race before, if you want to, now you can.
So awesome.
So we had a couple different options in that song list for the finale based on a couple of my personal favorite artists. Not sure how the other two feel, but...
Don't hate any of them.
I don't either.
Oh, well, alright. Well, cool. This is Shakunatsu Beachside Bunny, which is... we talked a little bit about different charting styles. This is a scratch chart. DJ Mathematism does almost exclusively scratch charts. And if you like this, you will like Long Train Running, because that's the sequel to this song. But don't vote with your wallet yet. Wait until you hear all four. Make an educated decision.
Right. And as Olivia was saying, yep, this song requires a lot of scratching, a lot of turntablism. At times, you are required to actually hit the notes coming down, the button notes, with one hand. So scratch technique in this game, when you're running into scratch runs, right, which are repeated scratch patterns, right, as you're seeing now, you're required to actually scratch, rev the turntable back and forth, up and down. You can't scratch in one direction because it just doesn't work that way. It actually requires you to bounce and hit these patterns kind of like you're scratching on an actual turntable, doing some actual, transformation and whatnot. Really, really cool technique.
This song is another version of it is infamously in the Kaiden course, which is like the max level difficulty course. There are like classifications of skill. We call them jam courses, and Kaiden is the top level of that. So if you don't know how to scratch, you gotta learn.
Right.
Also, the song sounds remarkably like Shots by LMFAO.
Too true. And also, thank you so much for the raid. Shout out to 2chan in the community coming in. Welcome. Watching some 2DX and bring in some dancing. Oh gosh, 2K, so cute. Hello, bring the sour, please. Listen to some bangers right now. Watching Olivia play some Beatmania 2DX. What a banger chart too. Yes, this Hyper 10 is arguably a very, very tough Hyper 10. But as Ari was saying, another 12 for this. It's been in the Kaiden course for a very, very long time. It is one of the hardest. 12's in the game. So what you're watching right now is absolute skill.
Yeah, there's no joke. I can't do this.
I just don't. Another one.
I can barely do it. Like, I have to actually specifically warm up for scratch charts to play them well. It's a totally different skill set, yeah.
So that song is currently in, well, not that song, but that artist is currently in second place in our bid war for the finale. So if you really, really enjoyed that one, it's going to take a few more donations to hear one more song from that artist.
Where's Miracle Sympho? Where did I put Miracle Sympho?
Miracle Sympho should be Spada.
Oh yeah, no, I EX hardcleared it. That's why I couldn't find it.
Ooh. Yes, this song.
Alright, so...
Yeah, this... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, like, this is Useo. He produces primarily Frenchcore and hardstyle, and he is a gigantic meme lord, and it is beautiful. Do not follow him on Twitter. It's not safe for work, but it's very good.
This is a huge sour please. This is a song from the 21st version of the game, Spada. I'm just gonna say, keep an eye on the chart. There's a portion that just gets wild. Very, very fun chart, though. Let's go, Olivia.
This is also possibly the hardest spin in the game. It has some very awkward chords.
A lot of managing, hitting chords with scratches. It's oof. Okay, so what we just saw there was a backspin scratch. Requiring you basically to scratch fully in the direction until the end of the note and then scratch in the opposite direction at the end of it. Amazing.
I had the joy of playing the normal part of this a couple of days ago at a party, and it just has you during that like nasty machine gun part. It's so lazy.
I think an awesome thing that we can bring up here as well is, so as y'all noticed, the gunfire right at the machine gun portion was charted, but not only that, think about key sounds. So all the sounds you're hearing right now, Olivia Play while she's hitting the button, scratching the turntable, have key sounds, right? So if Olivia would not hit these notes, it wouldn't play the specific components of the song, which is an awesome thing that is pretty prevalent in a lot of rhythm games. Wonderful job. It's a tricky chart.
I might actually need to slow down my scroll speed ever so slightly. Alright. And then, we're jumping back into the 11s folder. We had 405 by Ryu.
Yes.
Here's another song by Ryu, Line for Ruin. Very, very, very popular song. Anybody who has played this game for a long period of time, if they tell you they don't like this song, they're lying to you.
Right. So this is, playing the game for pushing 19 years now. This is a song from the 22nd version of the game, Pendule. Very, very great 11, chart-wise, song-wise. Fundamentally, when you hit endgame in 2DX, when you're working on AAAing a lot of the harder charts, this is a fundamental bread and butter 11 that a lot of players play consistently to work on timing and finger placement to work on their playstyle and technique overall. So this is just a really, really good song to showcase and show what this game is about.
Also, Pendule is best version. You're not saying that, like, I didn't even play when Pendule came out, and I still know Pendule is the best version.
Oh, I get goosebumps every time hearing this song.
So good.
Please, anybody who is enjoying this in chat, if you're vibing with the music, don't be afraid to drop, dancing emotes, get hype.
And especially drop some donations into the bid war that we have, because this particular artist, the song that we have for them doesn't have any donations at all. So you are getting hype to this particular song. Please get those donos in for the bid war. Make sure we can hear one more song from this artist.
Thank you so much, Sporadic. You're an awesome host, by the way.
Well, you're too kind. I'm just kind of bowing to your superior knowledge of this game. Really blown away by that, and like really mesmerizing gameplay too. I keep having to like slap myself out of it.
It's an amazing game. I mean, I think the biggest thing as well is the community behind it, of individuals who stream on different platforms, and Olivia, Aria as well here. We all stream our specific rhythm games, but the community is amazing. And another PB in the house. It's just you can't run away from it. Let's go. Let's go.
Going for the throat tonight.
Okapi can't be stopped.
Oh,
there's no stopping the Okapi tonight.
But this game is actually how that's how I met the two of them. I think they knew each other before, but I met Alex and Ari through streaming this game. So like this community is like, I know everyone says, oh, my community is the best community, but like this community truly is something else. Like we have friends from all over the world that we've met just because we all play this rhythm game that Konami has been sucking our quarters out of our pockets with for a long period of time. There's Inner Spirit.
Right. And I think another thing I can say on behalf of the community, it's we thank the organizers and everybody who run these events when they accept submissions such as these and these marathons and whatnot, because we all love to play these games so much, and we love to support for such a great cause as well. So being accepted in marathons like this, it just really honestly melts my heart, and having the chance to talk about such an awesome rhythm game, because I love music, I make music as well, all while supporting for a great cause, is just really, really wholesome. Bring more people in just to see what this is about, and just have fun and spread the love, Rolling on though into another banger set, which is Wild Inner Spirit by Lapix. Sorry.
Lefty.
Lefty. From the train version of the game, the 23rd version, Copula, very technical chart, absolute banger, high tech. Oh, I love Lefty.
So good. All of his songs are just like super high energy. Like, you know what you're gonna get? It's kind of like pizza, but it's good every time.
All right, so now we're getting into kind of like triplets and things of that nature.
And the fourth option for the bid war is another Lapix song. So if you like this vibe, definitely donate for it.
Right.
Like, you're not going to be disappointed.
It's from a recent song pack that actually dropped in Infinitas as well. Such a nothing but theory. If you love what you're hearing here, get those donations in for Nothing But Theory. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a tough lineup. All those songs are bangers. Let's go. Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's go. Family, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What a huge PB.
That is such a deceptively hard chart, so...
Yeah, right, and you were just handling it and so cozy.
Well, that's 270, jeez.
I just don't even understand. Let's go.
It's the power of friendship. It's because I got you and Ari here.
Much love.
That's adorable. All right, so y'all in the Twitch chat, you just heard a song from every single one of the artists who has a song that is up in the bid war for what the finale song is going to be. I gotta say, after hearing those, it's the Shakunetsu Part 2 Long Train Running is my choice. So, but that is in second place at $92.99. Night Sky is in first place at $131.46. Nothing But Theory is now in third place at $20, and the 405 NM remix still doesn't have any donos.
Oh, boo hiss. Y'all
You
hear
gotta love Ryu. Give Ryu some love.
It's a good song. All right, so...
He deserves it.
All right, let's step out of the 11s folder for a minute. Back into the 10s. If you don't have Sour Please copied onto your clipboard, now is the time.
Here, I'll help y'all out.
Yo, let's go.
Dante
Yeah.
request night. What do you think Olivia's gonna request?
Oh, so it can be, I think, out of all the songs, it's definitely going to be Train Song.
I think it's Train Song.
I think it's Train Song.
I just have a hunch. It's Train Song.
Right.
No, seriously. You tell them.
No, you're good. I just want to say this is from the train version of Beatmania 2DX, the 23rd version, Copula. Go ahead, Ari.
So Dot does cheap request nights where it's like one, whatever his currency is now to request a song. And Olivia will come in and drop like, you get 5 requests total, so she'll drop all 5 of her requests and it'll just be Train Song, Train Song, Train Song. And it's her request to this.
It's not just Dot either. I do it to everyone. They know what I'm after.
Right. It's that Train Song. No, so, and another thing is the BGA. Just keep an eye on the BGA.
I'm sorry, is this like the best video for any song in the entire game?
Arguably, yes.
Is it just like, yeah.
It's amazing.
Popula has the best BGA, so hands down. I mean, damage per second, the little train running.
Right.
Popula takes it. But yeah, no, the one chick in, like, I think it's not the conductor's uniform, like the school outfit, I don't know, the one on my right. Like, she's just going so hard. Like, that is the passion. That is the art of the dance. Okay. Ekineko no Waltz is actually the best BGA. It's just a bunch of cats.
I was going to say, I was going to bring that up. I'm like, there's literally a BGA of cats just chilling at a train station. Walking around, just doing cat stuff. Yeah.
fights starting in the chat here for best video.
That is such a great chart. Great job.
It's a great
another one.
It's a great chart. It's another banger.
Are we okay for like a few donations? Because there's been an upset here in the bid war.
Yo, go
so
for
I
it.
feel the need to read some donations. First of all, Sparkover sent in $20. Is always happy to see 2DX being showcased in new marathons. Shout outs to all of you on stream right now. You're all lovely. Absolutely fire play so far, Olivia. I have to put my money towards, now it's Lapi. Is that what y'all said?
I disagree.
Even if it's way behind in the poll right now, let's keep raising those funds less than 3. And then I have another donation here for $120 from Anna Meowsers, who says, Olivia, you're killing it tonight. You're such an inspiration. With that, Lapi's song has pulled into the lead. Nothing But Fury is sitting in the lead at $140. However, Night Sky is so close behind at $131.46. So it'd be very easy to upset this again. Again, in third place is Shakanetsu Part 2 Long Train running at $92.99. Very, very close race for what the finale song is going to be. Do get those donations in. And don't forget about 405NM Remix. No donations for that song so far.
Wow. What's up, gamer? Hi, Annie. Love you. All right, so the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed I scrolled past a couple of things that seem to be the remixes. Konami does that a lot. They remix old game music. They make medleys. There's a song Mosaic that is based on a Konami jingle that appeared in like 3 games, and they turned that into a 2-minute song. This is a remix from a game that y'all probably haven't heard of, Tokimeki Memorial. This is a remix with a good ending.
Right. DJ Taka. This is actually from the 26th version of the game Rootage. Blessing to have this on the game. I love playing this chart. It's very, very fun. Static 10, Fundamental 10 as well. But as Olivia was saying, this is part of Konami's like 50th anniversary celebration. They dropped a good batch. I think it was like 4 songs during the 50th anniversary celebration, and they'll have those remixes and callbacks to past, and it's just awesome. This is such a fun song to play. It's really, really, really good.
I think, God, tell me if they ever actually confirm this or not. Is this Amy Blackflager singing?
Oh, I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. Sounds like it, though.
Amy Blackflager is actually the most important woman in my house. She wins out over me. She's the favorite.
What can I say? Your husband has good taste.
He does.
Shout out to Typo Box. The rival, the homie for a long time. Gotta put out the love every single time.
You know, this song is amazing. Very jumpy chart in DDR. Kind of kills me.
Also, like Dot said, a very fundamental 10. This is the moment in the song where Konami remembered they were charting at 10.
Thank you.
About to get off the rails.
Yeah, no, really good point, Olivia. I think that's why I love this chart so much. It just feels really, really good. Even if you're playing on non-RAN, random, RAN, it's just really cozy. It introduces a lot of cool patterns that force you to just really refine that play style some more. Make sure that your technique is on point, finger placement's good, you know. And once you hit it, it just feels great, you know? Like, just get through the chart, make it happen.
It's a good one in Voltex as well. A lot of, like, holds with chords on them. Test your fundamentals really well. It helps that it's got, like, a very steady, chugging beat, so it's, like, it's easy to time, but satisfying when you time it.
Yeah, it's just, it's got that 4 on the floor, and it sticks to it pretty much the whole way through.
Minus 13 on the miss count, with a very, very significant upscore, too. Another PB in the house, like, just PBing everything. Literally PBing everything.
Yeah, and Dot can confirm this, because he's watched a fair bit of my streams. I struggled with that song until probably 2 or 3 months ago. I'm clearing 12s, and I'm just starting to wrap my head around that song. It is not an easy song by any stretch. Not for the folder it's in.
Olivia, right now I'm watching and just looking at play style technique. It's a lot more refined, and definitely give that credit back to yourself, because like you're playing absolutely wonderfully right now. Like, frick.
Hey, credit where
Chad
it's
is
due.
like, I mean, just PB everything. It's fine.
Yeah, not credit where it's due. Like, it's like a huge part of it is thanks to you. So, all right, this is the chat participation song.
Right.
Chat, you have one job: speed rave.
Yep. So spam here is encouraged. Speed rave is the message to spam. So if you would like to hop in with that, so speed rave is what you want to type in. All caps, speed rave. This is actually a song from the 11th version of the game, 2DX Red, by Tashin Naoki. Amazing song. Amazing song. Technical 11.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so back in, I think it was from back in 2DX Red, this was a level 8. Right, so we're currently on a numerical grading scale of 1 to 12. Well, back in the day when this version was released and we were playing on PS2, because that was the availability that we had, the difficulty level ranged from 1 to flashing 8, right? 8 plus, necessarily. And that was from 10th style to the 11th style. This was an 8 at the time. Or was it a flashing? I don't remember. It's been a long time. But either way, this song, yeah, it's very, very tough in its own way, technical. But sorry, Ari, I really do apologize if I'm interrupting you a lot.
You were going to say something far more interesting than me.
It's time to say speed rate.
Wow, that's a actually PV I'm proud of.
You're really, it's just.
Yeah, Alex.
How many PVs is that now? Like, how many PVs? Like,
yes.
I
always play out of my mind when I show up in marathons. It's the secret sauce. It really is. Like, get a couple hundred people watching you, and suddenly you're good at video game. Like that was saying, that chart is from Red. You might have noticed it seemed a little more technical, and that's because it is. A lot of the older charts, they tend to veer more towards trying to be musical, even though we're not actually playing an instrument, and that song is a pretty good example of that. Let's see. How are we doing on donations? They're sporadic.
Well, I mean, we got those beautiful ones before. Our bid war is still sitting at the same place that it was before, so definitely, I really encourage people who would like to hear a particular song in the finale to get those donations in now. And it is Nothing But Theory by Lapi is still in the lead at 140, but in a very close second, we have Night Sky by USAO at 131.46, and then in third place is Shakunetsu Part 2 Long Train Running at 92.99. Still no love for 405 NM Remix.
Come on,
sitting at 0.
Somebody put $5 on it, please.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to win. Just put something on it. So
just a little bit of love.
So
just a little bit of love.
Yeah. So Ryusuke knows you love him. All right. This is another one that you're gonna want your sour please on the clipboard for. Shout outs to all my third wave ska kids.
This song is so silly. Very silly. So fun to play as well.
It has to be silly. It's ska. That's like a prerequisite.
Absolutely.
I just love the cat hat. Like, that's my whole aesthetic.
Right, my attention was immediately caught as soon as I heard somebody saying "kill, kill, kill," and I saw the cat.
All right, now we're getting a little post third wave. Some voodoo glow skulls vibes here.
Is another like pretty prolific artist, and they just do some really fun, different musical stuff.
I can't get over the video for this. This is all about frantically washing dishes?
She's dishwasher Roy-Wachan. Here we go.
That ending in this PB, it's like, what?
So full disclosure, when I was building the set list a week ago, I was failing this song, and now AA hard clear, and that ending is like the only thing about the song that makes it hard. It's a throwback to another song from Beatmania, Ska A Go Go, that does the exact same thing at the end, but not quite as fast.
It's amazing.
So,
all right. Before we get into the next song, I want to say that everybody has absolutely responded to that call for a little bit of love here. I have all kinds of donations for you, and we've got that hype train coming on into the station. Captured Bird sent in $5, said, can't let the incentive be lonely and unloved. And then there's 3 unhappy faces. Ryu sent in $15, said, hey, I like my song a lot. Let me drop something towards that bid war. And a Meowser sent in $5, said, okay, fine.
Thanks, gamer.
Dot Face said in $15.73 said, family, you are playing wildly right now. Let's go. This is amazing. Let's keep raising funds and slapping keys for a great cause. Now I'm going to head on over to that bid war because it's heating up over here. First of all, there is, in fact, all kinds of love for 405 NM New to Mix, now sitting at $25. However, that is still last place. Pulling into an even further lead, we have Nothing But Theory by the P at 155.73. In second place, it's still Night Sky USAO at 131.46. And in third place, Shocker Nets Part 2 Long Train running at 92.99. Keep those $5 donations coming in. Those $5 donation train is really making a difference. Bid war is heating up. Let's go.
Right, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
And we're going to keep it going because now we got some Amaru. This is a French name I know how to pronounce. Yeah, this is Amaru. He's not French, he's Japanese, and he makes whatever he feels like, but it's usually Big Beat. This is not Big Beat.
And this is the thing. So these next songs, right after the previous one that Olivia played, we ain't slowing down from here. So Rocket, from Copula, train version, 23rd version of the game. This is steady streams throughout the whole entire chart for most of the chart for a good component of it. You're about to see just steady constant keep pressing.
All of his stuff goes this hard. 10 out of 10 recommend. And I say that knowing full and well I've had Onigo stuck in my head for 3 days.
Oh my gosh. Yo, let's get hype.
Yeah, some of these patterns are just out there.
Alright, so this is the most important stream for timing. A technique in this game. P grade chain, basically just getting locked in, hitting patterns to the best of your timing ability. This is important for raising a score, and Olivia is just really showcasing how, yeah, let me just combo that whole portion, no issues.
And then I drop easy stuff.
Very tricky rolls. We're not talking about the ones that you eat at dinner time or at breakfast, depending on the meal of your choice. Unbelievable. You are playing absolutely amazingly right now. It is just absolutely wild how you're just pumping out these PBs. left and right on these charts are not easy by any means whatsoever. And I mean, PB. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, would you go as far as to say these plays are sick?
These plays are
drum stuff. No, this is Eagle. This is one of Course K's aliases. He mainly uses it for drum stuff and genres of that nature. And this was a boss song from Tricoro, and it has a lot of throwbacks and samples to a lot of older songs. So if any of y'all have been playing DDR for a while, you might recognize a few things towards the end.
Yeah, so this is a staple in the 8-Dan course. Ari was talking about basically Dan courses, the classifications in this game that you can play to get gain a skill level that sits on your card in and whatnot. This is the boss song for 8-Dan. Very, very technical, lots of big build-ups, charge notes, scratching techniques, backspin scratches. It throws everything at you.
I would like to remind everybody that after this, we only have 4 songs left until the finale. So that's how long you have to get your donations in for that bid war to choose the finale song.
Amazing, get those donations in.
Yeah, Course K is one of the Zamani artists that's been around forever. He's doing the DJ for Bamani Pro League right now, which is the esports version of playing beatmania 2DX in Japan. Which is really intriguing to watch. But yeah, he's done a lot of stuff under different aliases. Course K is his, like, standard one. Paranoid is a lot of, like, really hard, almost industrial sort of music. It's good stuff all around. And he did, like, the completely famous Candy Rave song, which, if you're familiar with, like, Smooth, Love You, that's all Course K as well. Just so much variation.
Yep. Can't forget about Sig Sig as well from, Happy Sky.
Oh, how do I forget Sig Sig?
The chart isn't that great.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oof.
Another one.
Another PB. Another fail. Now, the end of that song is so tricky. If you get off on the scratches, you're basically toast.
So
Still got that PB, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Still got a PB. And, the very interesting thing about Sick is that was one of the charts that I analyzed a lot. So there's actually a website. This game is really, really in-depth on the fact that there's a website known as Textage, which has every single chart written out for viewing pleasure. So if you're playing these songs and you're trying to learn, hey, what measures are messing me up the most, you can actually go to that website, look at those measures, study them, like a test and perform when you're trying to actually, pass and clear these songs for, class modes or trying to go for those lamp gauges and whatnot, or lamp clears, pardon me.
Yep. All right. I'm going to call for serious time, not because the song is hard, but because the song deserves it. This is Byram Attack.
100%.
I'm going to call for not immediately breaking my combo at the beginning by getting too hyped. Let's try that again. That song is gorgeous.
Great job. Great job. You were maintaining pace. I mean, and you were under PB rate, and then all of a sudden at the end, it's just like, yep, there's that creep. That's that magical moment. That's that magical 2DX moment where you're just locked in and you really feel the vibe. Olivia, like that's an honest, wonderful play.
Has anyone been keeping track of the PBs? Because I'm just like super.
I think I missed it on 3 songs, maybe. I can go back. I feel back and scrub the log.
That PB at the end, just that raise, I got goosebumps because like that's the type of stuff when you're playing this game, you play for such a long time, and like not only that, you see it just creeped a little bit under the passing rate, you know, under that 80 mark, and then you get a PB as well. It's just magical.
Yeah, that was that's Nekomata Master. He does a lot of really worldly stuff. Usually has kind of a housey vibe to it. He's been getting a little nuttier lately. The BGM we're listening to right now is Pinjol Talisman Future, which is also Nekomata Master, and as you can tell, it's nothing like that. So he branches out a little bit, but
fantastic trancey drum and bass stuff. His album Backdrops is like an actual perfect album. I'll never stop talking about it.
It's fire. Yeah, absolutely. Here's some more.
All right, a little reminder that we are only 3 songs away from that finale. Our $5 donation train has slowed down, but it is not too late to get those donations in and choose the song for the finale of this showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's go on a rampage.
Rampage. Oh goodness, Cannonballers. This was actually introduced in one of the more recent song packs in Infinitas for purchase. Song is a banger, super high energy. This song's so good.
This out doesn't really miss. All of his songs are bangers.
Big Sour, please get hype in chat. Keep putting those donations in as well. So while this chart is actually a Hyper 10, Olivia is playing the Hyper 10 from it, the another difficulty is a 12, and it just really introduces a lot more components that you're hearing throughout the song. I mean, it's just widely dense with chords and whatnot, but the Hyper 10 doesn't sleep on the fact of like, hey, we're still going to introduce a lot of those difficult features that we can cram in a Hyper 10, like 4-note chords. Turntable tech rolling into chords and rolls.
Yeah, this is not an easy 10 by any stretch, even for a hyper.
Nope. This is a big stamina check, especially after all of the previous songs that Olivia played. This is a huge stamina check.
And it's also one of the longest songs in the game. It's 2 minutes and 15 seconds of notes, I think.
It's interesting talking about stamina in this game because you don't think of it as like traditionally a physically draining activity to play 2DX, like you're sitting in a chair or whatever. It puts so much strain on your fingers and your forearms and wrists. Like, stamina is a real thing in high-level 2DX.
Yeah, when you start getting into the level that Alex and I play at, he's a Kaiden, so he's at the top of the food chain. I am just starting to work on getting my footing to clear 10 Dan. You start using your shoulders a lot more too, and when you're like first getting used to that constant chord hitting motion, you will feel it. Like, it feels like you've been at the gym. It's rough, to be honest.
Right. No, stamina management is such a huge thing when it comes to, you know, any rhythm game. Honestly, 2DX, you know, in the intermediate level, it already starts out, you know, like, just stamina management is really such a big thing. Hat Trick, though, another song from Cannonballers. P-Lights. who came around earlier in what's known as the BMS community, B Music Source, which is actually a free and easily obtainable version. It's a simulator of what you're seeing here. You can actually play it at home. Free. $3.99. Not these songs, but you know, you could play earlier P-Light stuff when P-Light was before P-Light was even introduced in Infinitas or Beatmania.
P-Light uses some great samples. Also has a bunch of really good songs that sound cool text. I'll shamelessly plug that.
So I noticed in chat as well, free with the cost of controller. Yes, I mean, so you can play, the ideal way to play Beatmania 2DX is with a controller, and BMS with a controller as well, but you can actually play this with a keyboard. So if you can't acquire a controller, Olivia is playing with a controller known as the Phoenix Swan by Gamo2, DJ DAO. Controllers usually run, depending on the configuration, you know, about, I would say, the 300 range plus. But you don't have to drop that if you're trying to look into getting into the game. Not only that, but Infinitas, if you head over, search it on Google, there's a trial. You can play it on your keyboard and give it a shot. But the ideal way, of course, is to play it with the controller.
And also, don't play doubles, because then you need 2 controllers.
That's true.
One enormous controller that, you know, some people put on their tiny, tiny laps, and you try to figure out how the heck they're balancing it.
Yeah, so, like, there's my other controller, currently covered in stuff because I'm not playing a lot of doubles at the moment. But I do play doubles as well. And this is a very common trend among a lot of the 2DX community. When COVID-19 hit, I said, yo, I'm playing at home. I bought a controller. I said, I actually want to play doubles too. I bought another controller, piano stands, all the song packs. This game is an expensive rabbit hole, but only if you let it be. And if you like this style of game and like you don't want to spend that kind of money, you don't have that kind of money to spend, BMS is out there. There's stuff that scratches the same itch, like DJ Max, Osumania, like kind of hits the same. Stepmania is always out there. Like if the whole electronic music vibe doesn't hit for you, we always have stuff like Clone Hero, Gitadora, Drummania. There's a lot of stuff you can do to scratch this itch without spending $2,500 to play at home, and then also spending $700 to travel to play the arcade version this year like I did. Like, this game gets expensive fast, but you don't have to let it. It's only as expensive as you let it be. Why can I not find cookie with this?
Am I correct? Is this the last song before the finale?
This will be the last song before the finale, and then might have something a little extra after the finale. Depends on how well I play.
So this is your last chance to get your donation in if you would like to be responsible for an upset. Once again, Nothing But Theory by Lapi is in the lead at 155.73. Second place is Night Sky by USAO at 131.46. Third place is Shakonetsu Part 2 Long Train Running by DJ Massmadism at 92.99. And then finally, bringing up the rear, but not sitting at 0, it's 405NM Remix, Another Infinity at $25. So it really is not too late. And actually, before we start, I do want to remind everybody that there is, in fact, a bid war open for the soundtrack for the very next game after the end of this showcase. For Cadence of Hyrule, you can choose the soundtrack. The choices there are Danny B, Chipzilla, Family Jewels, and A-Rival. And Danny B is in a healthy lead, but we are still accepting donations for that bid war as well. So if you have strong feelings about the soundtrack for Cadence of Hyrule, do get those donations in. That run is coming up right after this one.
Yeah, and if you don't feel inclined to donate to my bid war, runner's choice is for Family Jewels. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, nice. That one's in second place. Yeah, we got Danny B in first place at 255, and then Family Jewels in second place at 105. So y'all have a little bit of work to do there to match that runner's choice.
Yeah, come on. Come on, let's get some Family Jewels. All right, this is Cookie Bouquets. This is two artists who have been in the franchise forever, LED and Tamasuke, with Krim doing vocals. She collaborates a lot with Tamasuke. This song is nutty. It's probably the hardest song I'm going to play tonight.
Right. And easily seen by the BPM indicator at the bottom under the BGA, 205 BPM. This is a song from the 20th version of the game Tricoro. Dense. Streams. This huge stamina check for an 11. I'm going to be quiet on this because this is very, very difficult for an 11. Great handling. Great handling. Great handling.
I can feel that in my
handling.
Yeah, we were just talking about stamina. I can feel that in my forearms.
Great. No, Olivia, so like during the breakdown, you were hitting the keys lighter, like you just knew to preserve stamina, like you just kept it in. Wonderful job.
Yo, appreciate it.
Wonderful job.
Oh no. I skipped 2 songs. Alright, just kidding, we have 2 more songs before the bid war ends. I got way off in the weeds.
Which is good, though, because y'all have a little bit more time to get those donations in.
Yeah, we got sidetracked by one of the donation breaks, and I forgot. Amor G. Vero.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't forget the Nanahira.
Oh, yes, I am a notorious Nanahira stan.
This is a collaboration between Camellia and Nanahira. Everybody loves Camellia.
Always bringing the bangers. Always. I thought this was a very surprising song to just pop up in Copula. I mean, like, but every song that, like, Camellia drops in a version, it's just always so different from the default, like, songless vibe.
Yeah, Camellia is the master of defying genre expectations.
I've been doing a lot of Midnight Amaretto lately. Camellia is just,
so.
Yeah, no sour place. If there's a genre you like, chances are Camellia has done something in it.
And it's probably chopped and screwed.
This is just another great showcase of a song that has a absolutely outstanding chart as well. You know, I feel that this chart covers a lot of the character within the song, a lot of trills here in places. Like, there's a lot of flow. And Olivia's just really bringing the heat on it. Oh, family, let's go.
Nanahira is another one that has a lot of range. Like,
you know, she and Camellia have done like whole albums together, and it's very similarly in this style. I don't really know how to describe her vocal. Not exactly dead paw.
What sort of PB is this?
It's not quite Dempa, but it's definitely there.
Another PB in the house.
Alright, and so I have to retract the statement about Kokibu case. Because I think Alex will agree. This is actually the hardest song on the showcase.
On the FM. Yep.
I'm actually going to drop my pacemaker. Yeah, no, how did I miss C-Show? Like, C-Show is
I'm keeping an eye.
Yeah, like, this is my favorite artist in beatmania right now, and I just walked right past him.
Olivia literally has a shirt of BGA artwork done by Emu Lapis.
And it's this song.
Some booty shakers. G-Show makes booty shakers.
This is a exceedingly difficult 11. This is just something that's goodness gracious.
If this came out tomorrow and they said this is a 12, no one would argue with them about it.
Yep.
It would be an easy 12, but it would be a 12.
Yep. This song and chart requires so much tech. Such a banger. It's just like, oh my gosh, this song is so good.
No, I said them. Oh, go ahead.
No, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I feel like this is one of those charts that really puts the focus on how there's, like, not a definable set of qualities between 11s and 12s. Like, it's just a judgment call. Because this looks like a 12 to me.
I believe it's considered a B tier 12, or a B tier 11.
Oh my gosh.
So it's not even, like, a top tier 11.
It's just just another PB. Another PB. You broke 2K on that, by the way. Like.
Oh, 2K Club, let's go.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment.
Done. Netted.
Alright, so... yeah, it's time to call the bid war. What are we looking at?
This is it. We are looking at Nothing But Theory by Lapi. That is our winner. Tell you what, I have a concern. I remember you talking to me about doing like some stretches or something somewhere in the middle. I don't think I've seen any stretches.
You know, I've been shaking my hands, but you bring up a good point.
Yeah.
My friend Shinji, who we'll hear more from later, he emphasizes taking stretch breaks like for mental and physical health. And when he streams, he will get up once an hour to get water, bio break, and stretch out a little bit. And that's so important in this game, because as you can imagine, this game is not exactly ergonomic. Like, it will destroy your wrist if you're not careful.
Right.
Alex and I have mutual friends in the community who, like, either have recurring or permanent problems, not just from playing this game, but just issues like that in general. Like, if the inside of your wrist hurts and it feels hollow, stop what you're doing and go to the doctor and buy a wrist brace, because that's not supposed to happen. It is not reversible if you damage that stuff. You have to go to a surgeon.
I mean, I can definitely vouch for that. Also, it wasn't Rhythm Games, but Aikido that did things to my wrists. So take care of yourself. You only get one body. You can't trade it in.
100%. No, and that's a huge thing. So
Not yet.
Now, you can certainly modify it heavily, but everybody gets one.
No, nothing but theory.
And I will second what's going on in the chat. Everybody else, if you've been sitting watching this marathon for a while, get a stretch, get something to drink, make sure you've had something to eat today, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.
Med check, too. If you haven't taken your meds, please do so.
Another wonderful song. This song is actually from the 25th version of the game as well. Cannonballers introduced in a recent song, Pack-In Infinitas. Absolute banger. Absolute banger. I think a really, really good way for the big war to go. Especially out of all four of them.
Yeah, I know one person in particular had very strong feelings about Night Sky.
Sorry, Ari, what were you saying?
I'm just going to talk about the BGA for a moment. So, Cannonballers is actually like, I want to say it's a term for drag racers, like car racing or something. So, Cannonballers is like the car theme style. The titles, I would say, don't always really make clear sense for E2DX versions, but they're always like styled around a specific concept. So, Copula's train version. Pendulum's a really interesting one. It's like this pendulum back and forth in time. So there's like a past mode and a future mode. Sirius is like celestial dog. Empress is kind of girly stuff. Regal.
Temp Style is Space Station.
Yeah.
I love Temp Style so much. It's my favorite old version.
No, and the cool thing about it too is with these specific versions of Beatmania 2DX, they fit the user interface to fit the theme of the title of the specific version of Beatmania 2DX. So as Ari was saying, like Pendule, like the whole entire theme was, kind of based off of clocks, time. Cannonballers was all themed off of cars, zoomies, race, and that kind of thing. It's just really, really cool. Copula trains, literally in the background, you're just like kind of in a tube. Where riding down the rails on the train track, like just going through, like it's just such a cool feature that Konami implements in the game.
Yeah, Shinobuzz is ninjas. Rootage was kind of abstract. It was kind of like a throwback to the entire series as a whole.
So it was library themed.
It was like a steampunk library.
Yeah.
Tricoro was 3 colors.
Yeah, like my favorite theme, the 3 colors. Alright, so in the arcade version of 2DX, when you play very well, you get an extra stage. So that was the finale. Here's the encores.
I mean, I think that everybody would agree that you have played very well. I dare anybody to say something otherwise.
This is an honor, honestly. I mean, oh god, like this is making me hella emotional because just watching how you're playing right now and just a lot of emotion behind things. It's huge. It's huge. I mean, I've known Olivia in the community for a significant amount of time, and as she was saying, this is what kind of brought us together in the community. And gosh, you're just really, really playing so wonderfully right now. It's really get me going. Like, wonderful plays.
There's a lot of emotional subtext behind the set that we're not going to get into publicly.
Honestly.
But yeah, I love you so much, Alex. Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
you too, Ari.
Yeah, much fun.
All right, so
for having me.
So a lot of us kind of have a calling card song that we're known for. Something that we sign off with. Usually this is the last song I play at the end of my streams before I toss the love onto someone else on Twitch.television. But got a little something special planned after this, so.
Really, really good song by Snail's House, known as Ujiko. This was introduced in Shinobuzz, the 24th version of the game. Very, very cute video and absolutely outstanding song. Fun to play. out of all the 10s that are featured in Beatmania 2DX, I think this has the most fun runs and streams that you can play. I just want to shout out individual from the rhythm game community as well. Okome just rated. Thank you so much. Much love. Hope you're doing well.
Okome, we love you.
Hey, Okome. And you guys may have actually noticed Okome is one of my rivals. Yeah.
That song hits.
Yep. There he is. Like, down there on the list. He's a lot better than me. He probably just hasn't played this song lately, to be honest. Alright. Last song. When I was throwing together the set list for this, like, I really thought long and hard, like, what do I actually want to go out on? And like, I think Alex will agree with me. Like, there's stuff that this song says, like, in the lyrics that are just so relevant to what we're talking about today.
100%.
Prompt. I'm going to steal a leaf out of Shinji's book real quick again. Our good friend Brendan, another fantastic member of the 2DX community that it's past his bedtime, so he's asleep. He's going to watch the VOD later. But, yeah, I'm so glad you're all here. Like, each and every one of you. Like, right now, like, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world. Like, not just, like, with what we're doing here. Like, the pandemic is still raging. The economy is in shambles everywhere. Like, the world wants so badly to get back to normal, and it's just not happening. Like, it's really scary. There's a lot of uncertainty. And it really makes us all feel kind of small and insignificant. But, like, we're not in this alone. We are all here for such a great cause, and we're all here for each other. You are part of the we. You are valid. You are important. You matter. You deserve to be happy. And thank you so much for giving us this chance to share our game with you tonight.
Rolling into prompt. Song featured in the 19th version of the game Linkle by Wack and Soda Fujimori.
Listen to the lyrics.
Oh my god. Wow.
Minus 30.
Oh my god. God.
I'm gonna cry.
Olivia, holy crap.
Holy crap.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful job.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Thank you guys again so much for
Holy
having
crap.
us. Yeah, like we said earlier, like this game, like there's a lot of stuff out there like it, but this game is truly unique. If it piques your interest at all, hit me up on Twitter, just_ocopy. Hit up Alex at .phase on Twitter. Both of our Twitches are the same. I'm not sure what Ari's is off the top of my head, but she's on Twitter too.
Sorry, Onosaurus. Just type sorry. You'll find me.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, she's around too.
Apologize to Twitter. Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of places to find us. If you're interested in getting into this game, like, we're more than happy to answer questions. I'm more than happy to point you in the right direction. If you have a round one near you, go check it out. Like we also said earlier, if this doesn't seem like it's quite your cup of tea, there's a dozen other rhythm games out there that just might scratch that itch for you a little bit better. Just quick shout outs before we roll out of here. Thank you again to Speedruns for Transliberation for having us on here to show off our clearly a speed game. Alex, Ari, love you guys so much. Thank you for agreeing to sit on the couch with me and put up with me for another couple hours of your lives today.
Love you too.
Yep, Kat, Nithal, Pian, Bubby, Fresca, all the people that hang out like in my usual Discord haunt. Love you guys. I'm sure y'all are out there watching right now. This community is so huge, there's too many people to thank, but everybody in the community, you're awesome. I love you all. And yeah, just a copy on Twitch with an underscore in between the two. Same thing on Twitter. I'm out of here. Thanks again, guys.